Hey, what's up? This video you're about to watch is a full live session I did with my private one-to-one mentorship students. This is a training where I was actually having one of the students come up and screen share, and I was actually helping them through sourcing. This student was struggling with trying to find profitable products, and so I went over their shoulder, helped them, kind of gave them some of the mistakes they might be making and how I'm looking at products, and they were actually able to find over like 4 to 5 leads in a 45-minute session. So it's extremely crazy how some small shifts can really just quickly increase how good you get at sourcing, how much better you can get. And hopefully you guys enjoy this session. I think this is probably one of the most valuable calls you'll ever see because it's completely live and you can see exactly some of the things that I'm thinking about as I'm sourcing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you guys want access to these calls and be able to actually see and work with me directly and have help with sourcing, you can apply below below this video. There'll be some links in the description as well as in the comment section. See you guys.
Okay. Sorry, I have it pulled up, and I guess my first question is, I'm just looking at when storefront stocking, just case, what's it called? Storefronts that have less than 30 reviews, regardless if it's FBA or FBM.
Yeah, less than 30 reviews, FBA or FBM. I will say this, I find this, sometimes when you do look at certain FBM sellers, you'll find a lot more products that are FBM friendly sometimes. So if you're an FBM seller, you can definitely find um, some easier to sell products sometimes looking at other FBM sellers. Sometimes, okay? So just something to consider.
Okay, I'm trying to give it a go with what we talked about. Um, so
The necklace doesn't look too bad. It looks like it has potential. I mean, $10. So like just so everyone knows, like what I look at too is just like kind of like the price of the product. Like a necklace for $10 isn't terrible. You know what I mean? The price looks pretty stable on the keep on the right. So like to me, it's like, okay, this might have some potential.
actually, let me jump back. I want to look at the Amazon listing just to take a closer look at the Keepa.
Good. I think you went too far. You got to go up a bit.
Looking all right to me.
What about in the past though? There's only like one seller. You go back to the past. Is that the brand Sally Rose? No. So it's something you guys always want to be careful of. Is just like if you see a listing where you go on Keepa and there's only like one seller or the price is like dead straight stable, that's something you kind of want to watch out for and see if it's like the brand on the listing or something like that. Because you don't always want to sell with a listing where the brand's on it. You can, but you definitely run the risk of a potential IP complaint or any type of issues like that. Check out the JCPenney. Sometimes they have coupons, discounted gift cards, I think.
Yeah, I was taking a look at it, to be honest. See if I can make it work. So it's at 15.99. I already have some in the cart.
Hmm. How much are the discounted gift cards? Probably like 10%, maybe.
I think I closed that screen out.
With JCPenney, one thing to note, for anyone here that sources there, sees a product that's at JCPenney, I think the way JCPenney works their deals and discounts is like they always seem like they're on sale, but the sale is like a different discount every time. Like sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little less. So right now, this product with the current discount isn't profitable, but it might go on a bigger discount in the future and actually be good to sell. To 111.94.
Yeah, just for 7 of them. I was taking a look at the cards that they had. This one has a nice high percent.
So maybe around 7% is kind of what you're getting. Yeah. So not enough, right? Not enough
I
for
just
this
heard
one.
you
You would need more.
squeaking.
You would need more of a coupon for sure.
So you think it's not going to be
Well, you need it to be around $10 and you're at 15.99. So at this point, I would either try to find a coupon, which I don't think you're going to find a better discount than that, to be honest. And then move on because the discounted gift card just won't be enough, right? You need more than 7%. You need 30% pretty much right now to make it good to buy.
alrighty.
And that's where you kind of just have to be quick to like kind of cut it loose.
I don't want to move too fast.
Very good.
Okay. Cost is like $3. 16.
Like that product's stable. Um, the one thing I think of, especially for someone like me and anyone in here that's also using a prep center, it's like, you know, if you're using a prep center and you buy that product, right? You need to basically find that product for $2.50, right? Is that realistic? Are you going to find an 8-ounce jewelry cleaner for $2.50? I don't know. It's kind of a hard find, right? Because you have to factor in that you're going to have a prep fee. You might have tax if you don't use a prep center, but you live in a state with sales tax. So it's just too cheap, right? Even though the price is really stable, that's what I would consider. Do you get what I'm saying, Sabrine?
Yeah, I do.
Like if you look
Um,
at the max cost, obviously, it's like they want it to be around 377.
yeah, with my prep center fee and um shipping fee, it's already telling me like such a low price. So yeah, I'll move on from there. Remember how yesterday we were talking about we can tell when there's a good storefront that we're looking at versus a
Hmm.
bad one?
Hmm.
Do we just go based off of like the first couple?
So let's scroll down more, right? Because that first one I do think is a product that's profitable. Just at the time we're looking, it's not, right? That necklace, I think JCPenney is probably the only place you can actually really get that necklace. We just happen to look at it when the sale's not big enough. So like that makes me think that they might have other products that could be good. But yeah, so far, I mean, these are pretty bad. Um, the
This
rare
is already
the rare beauty one could be good, but the price definitely tanked. There's 100 sellers on there. There is 900 sales a month, but even if you look to the right, oh, I wonder if I can. Uh,
annotate.
yeah, so like right here, price is kind of going down, right? It's over here at 40. We're looking at, by the way, I'm looking at this orange line. Oh, I'm looking at the orange line here, and it's roughly around 40, right? We see it like right here, that orange line. And now this orange line is all the way down here at 30. So it went from 40 down to 30, right? So that's what I see. And so that makes me think, okay, that's tanked. Anytime I see the price do this, oh, sorry. Anytime I see the price do this, I look over here and I look at the offers and I see it's like 100. Okay, that's too many, right? And then I move on.
This one seems pretty stable. Oh, it's the Lakeshore.
I would yeah, I would probably move on from this store.
Okay.
That mascara might be okay actually. Like 23 is pretty realistic for a product like this.
Let's take a look.
And with beauty, there's always like set discounts, coupon discounts. So usually there's ways where we can make it that profitable price that we need it to be.
Not feeling too great about this rise right here.
Yeah, it's definitely tanking. Let's just see if we could find it profitably though, because this might be something good to come back to.
What am I looking for? Merit cream, lash lengthening.
So it looks like it's 26 on Sephora, Kohl's, and the brand website. So already we need to be at 22, but already we're at 26. So that makes me feel pretty confident, right? Because we could definitely find it, with a discount. Sephora, you can get the 5% auto ship. Probably can get a discounted gift card. Oh, and Sephora has a discount on right now for 30% for like their brand. So they might even have a 20% off. Hold up. Sephora might have a big sale going on right now.
Before it does.
Yeah, they might have a 20% off site wide. Get 20% off everything. Okay, yeah, if you're a Rogue member, whatever it is.
You just gotta
Yeah.
sign up.
This would be good.
Sorry, Sephora has it, but you have to be like the highest member. My mom was telling me about that. She's like the highest one, and then you get like 30 off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not hard to become the highest member, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, I think you have to spend a certain amount of money or something with them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
do.
think.
Let's see what it actually is. But either way, if you're uh if you're just an insider, right, you can get 10%. Even if you're just the basic. So that's without being any member.
Any idea why it's locking me in at one quantity?
Yep. Auto replenish only lets you do one now. Sephora used to let you do 10, but now they only restrict you to one at a time when you do auto ship. Oh, so you need to spend 1,000. Okay, that's actually kind of high. I thought it was like 500. You need to spend 1,000 to become a Rouge member. So with the 10%, yeah, so with the 10%, you're at 2340. So if you go back to Amazon, let's just see what the profit would be. I think it'll be profitable, but just not very profitable. Yeah, not very profitable. But we didn't look for a discounted gift card yet. So that would be the second
True.
I would look. And if we can get, so if we can do 20% off, it gets to 2080. Sephora has a big discount for gift cards too. Yeah, I mean, this will be really profitable actually. Because we can use the auto ship discount with the 10%, but I think you can only order one unit at a time, I believe. So you just need to make sure you're getting free shipping if you try that.
We're talking about the 10% when you sign up, right?
Yeah, you just have to make an account.
Okay.
10% roughly.
Yeah, for $200 value.
Oh. So what you could do for this one. So this is what I would do, right? Assuming you can be, oh, shipping is, so if you do 1 unit, could you just enter 1 unit real quick? Beauty insiders get free shipping on all orders. Okay. So if you really want to make the most money possible with this product, what you're going to do is you're going to make a beauty insider account, right? So that's going to get you the 10% discount. And it's also going to give you free shipping. No matter what, you get free shipping no matter how much you spend, no matter what. So you're going to do that. And then you're going to add 1 unit to your cart as auto replenish. And I'm not sure if they'll combine, but you should try using the 5% auto replenish with the 10% discount that you get from being a beauty insider member. And then you're going to use the Sephora discounted gift card too. Eventually, you'll get the Rogue member as well, Rouge member as well. And that lasts for a year and you'll get 20% from that. But yeah, I mean, like, with this, you would get, let's see, so 26, 5% plus 10%, 22, plus another, we'll just say 8% for the discounted gift card. So like with nothing, without the Rouge member, you're probably looking at like a 20.50 buy cost. That's assuming the auto replenish combines with the beauty insider deal, 10% deal. But you will have to order one at a time.
That's just thinking about the tax at that point, but I guess that wouldn't
Well, you use
matter
a
too
prep
much.
center, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you'll have no tax.
When Sephora tax
No,
on
because
this order?
so you use a prep center that is in a sales tax-free state. So that's why you pay no sales tax when you use a prep center, in a state that has no sales tax, right? Does that make sense? Essentially, if you use a prep center in Montana, Oregon, Delaware, or New Hampshire, you pay zero sales tax.
When I make the order.
Yep. So anytime you ship to those states, you pay zero sales tax. Even if you live in a different country, different state, doesn't matter. You pay zero sales tax.
Don't get me wrong, I hear you, but for some reason my brain is just having this disconnect of
Yeah. Because you probably always lived in a state where you paid sales tax, so it doesn't make any sense. But when you ship to certain states in the US, there is no sales tax. So the price you see is the price you pay.
okay. See, I had to hear it a few times. But okay, I'll keep an eye out for when I make another order.
Taha, what's good?
All right, question. So you said like, so when she buys it from Sephora, for example, and it says sales like the tax on it, and then she ships to the prep center. So how the sales tax is being gone from Sephora side? So that's the question.
Yeah. So anytime Sephora ships to one of those states I just said, because there's no sales tax in those states, Sephora can't charge any sales tax. They cannot.
Okay. So it's like just Sephora or just for everyone?
Everywhere that like you cannot charge sales tax to any of those states I listed. Like no matter what, no company can charge sales tax because those states have no sales tax. Sabrina, you're not about to put all your information in, right?
No, I was gonna put some dummy information to see if the
Okay.
sales tax would come up.
It won't.
But
It won't. Just take my word for it. Okay.
okay.
You really want to test it, you can, but
I was just trying to help Taha
just
out.
just look it up, right? If you look
No, I
up,
was just
look up,
curious to see.
yeah. So any state, wherever you ship from, wherever the ship to address is, you pay no sales tax. And here's a crazy thing. This is definitely, I mean, I don't know if I mean, it probably is like illegal, but you could live in a state that has sales tax, right? But anytime you buy a digital good, right? I don't know if this would work for like a Netflix subscription, any type of subscription service, any digital service that you buy that gets like emailed to you or sent to you, you could put that your billing, your shipping address is a state that has no sales tax, and you could avoid paying all sales tax. Hopefully that makes sense. Not recommending anyone to do that. I would never do that. Probably a little bit of tax evasion right there, but something that could be done. One thing you should do, Sabrina, is you should look a little deeper into that brand that we just had pulled up before you move on.
So when you say look deeper in the brand,
Yep.
my mind goes to pulling up Kiva.
Okay. Let's start with just looking, like scrolling down on this
Okay.
Amazon page. A little bit more. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything else. Look up that brand, MERIT.
In Amazon.
Yeah, just look it up. By the way, I thought this product was a brand mismatch right here. Because like you see it says NAF here, but over here it says by NAF and Merit. So it's possible that this company, NAF, is actually owned by Merit or vice versa. So it's not really a brand mismatch. And just look up beauty. Wow, that's the only listing for that brand. Considering the volume of that brand, I mean, someone who's like really smart, if they wanted to, you could literally just start listing the oh, try without periods. Yeah, you could try without periods. But you could also make listings for the products that are missing. Oh, look at that. Bree's been known about this. She had to have. So I would look into that concealer. Concealer looks like it got potential. Maybe open it in another tab.
What makes you think it has potential just by seeing this?
The price, $38. You know, that's a pretty good price range, right? We just found that product for 20. So if we can find this for like 22, 23, you know, we're profitable, right? So now we've already found a supplier, right? We've already identified a supplier, Sephora, that has a massive sale, good discounts. Now we just look up this product on Sephora, and I have a strong feeling this will definitely be profitable as well.
Actually, I don't know what to do.
Ooh, $38 on Sephora. Definitely need to become a Rouge member then. Go back to Amazon really quick. The search that we had. Yeah. Let's just see. Is there other listings other than that one? It's $44.99.
Stick silk.
See the one that was $44.90? Okay, so let's see here. To make this work, it's $38, 5% discount. Assuming if you can get 20%. Okay, there might be a way to make it profitable. This one for sure, but go back to the other one. We need to get a max cost of 23. Okay. Let's look at the keeper really quick. If you don't mind just scrolling down. Mm. Okay, so there's sales at 42. Not
Where you
42.
see 40.
Not 42, but 42. You know, like 40 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. One thing to note here is like everyone here is FBM. So I mean, if you come on this listing doing FBA, you could definitely price it like 42, 43. All right, but yeah, let's go back to Sephora. So you definitely could make this profitable, but you need to become a Rouge member. So you guys need to spend a band on Sephora. Or you beg someone that has a Rouge account and you say, hey, let me use your account, please. That's your other method. But yeah, if we do the $38 with 5%, right? The auto ship, right? 5% with the auto ship. Hopefully the beauty Rouge member 20% combines with that 5%. That puts us at 28. You do it. You do your thing.
It was 10%, right?
20 if you become a Rouge member. Do 36.1. And I do times multiply by 0.8. Because you're paying 80% of the price. Right? You're not paying a full 100%, you're paying 80% of the price. So now we have 28.88. Now we use a discounted gift card. Right? And that's where you get that extra, like, 8 to 9%, 10% if you want to be like, really about it.
$25.99. If I did my math correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. So that first one that we pulled up might not be the most profitable, but the second one I think is probably going to be a little bit higher. We didn't look at the keep on this one yet. Wow, the keep on this one actually looks better. I mean, yeah, I think this is confidently selling at like $50. Offer count's also slightly trending downwards. This looks like more than 50 sales a month. Just so everyone sees, like this right here is a lot of sales. Like this looks like way more than 50 in my eyes, to be honest. I mean, we went from, what's that, 25-ish sellers to like 4 sellers right here. We had 20 people maybe sell out. That's like got to be at least 100 sales right there. I don't know why this says 50 right here. But yeah, that's a lot of sales. Again, offer count's trending down a little bit right there, so that's good too. This listing is actually really good. So yeah, if you do $25.99, this one would be really profitable if you input that. Okay. And then go back to Amazon.com on the other, not that one, the other one we had. The one like the other product. Like
You want
the
this one?
no, the first one we originally opened, the one that was, like I said, wasn't that good. Yeah, that one. So if we do 25, oh yeah, we're like $1 profit. Now, like I was saying earlier though, if you come to this listing and sell FBA on it, I do think you could probably sell at 42. But it's always making a bet a little bit in that sense. So you know, kind of have to be careful.
I like risk, so I'm willing to take risk.
Yeah, and well, like one thing, the way I would look at this opportunity is like, all of the other opportunities kind of make up for the profit in terms of like the other ones are a little bit more profitable. And at least you can get your spend up to that 1,000 mark. That way you can become a Rouge member, right? That way you can actually become the Rouge member. And the Rouge member, the great thing about the Rouge member account, I became a Rouge member once year or 2 years ago. And ever since then, that Rouge member lasts for a year. But since there's always this big sale that happens, you basically get to spend 1,000 again and extend your membership, essentially. So every year, if you become a Rouge member once and you still do Amazon, you'll always be a Rouge member because you'll always be able to buy more inventory when they have those big sales and they have that 20% off discount. Hopefully that makes sense. That might have been a bit confusing, but yeah, I mean, you just found 3 products. There's definitely more you could dive into from this brand. I've seen a couple other products as well. But I mean, this is sourcing, guys, at a higher level, right? So, Sabrine, you're about to move on from this product and brand after you found your first one. Now we've turned one product into 2 more, possibly 4 more. There's also these other little lip balm things, cream blush, whatever that is, right? Got a bunch more stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've been a bit skeptical about getting into beauty products, but they're
Of
proving
course.
to be profitable right now, at least. So, quick question.
Mhm.
When we notice that in the buy box, there's just random gaps, what are a few thoughts that, we should be thinking of?
Those gaps, obviously, it means the buy box was suppressed. So I would want to see like, was it suppressed randomly or was it suppressed because the price actually went up a lot? And in this case, the price did go up. But that would also make me a little like scared because it's like, am I only profitable when the price is at that mark where it could be suppressed, right? So like, if I just to explain myself a bit better, here, wait, do you want to just select off the buy box really quick? Actually, you know what? No, that was good actually. If you you select it again. Okay, so look, this is all buy box suppressed, right? At this $35 price range. And here at $30, right? This is when the buy box comes back at $30. So my concern here would be like, hey, am I only profitable when I'm at $35? Because if so, if I'm only profitable at that price, I would be a little bit worried that the buy box is going to get suppressed, right? Because if every time I'm profitable at 35, but every time we get to that $35 price range, the buy box just gets suppressed, I would be a little bit like, frustrated because when a buy box gets suppressed, it can, actually slow down the sales. You can also have people start to tank the price on the listing. You can get some negatives from that. So that's what I would be worried about on this type of listing. But other than that, I would actually see, this listing doesn't look too bad, even though there was those suppressions. I would just want to be maybe profitable between the $30 to $35 price range. If I was profitable at 31, 32, 33, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably do it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's like a comfort padding,
Yeah, right now, it's probably best fit for me. Just because I'm still
Right
learning.
now it's at 33. Need it for 19. Siri thinks I'm talking to them. Okay, this is blush.
$30. Okay. So immediately before even opening, right? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. $30, 5% plus 20% plus 8 to 9%. Right? We already know the discounts we use, right? Because we've done it on
Yeah.
3 other products. So that's the discounts that I'm going to think in my head that we can get from Sephora, right? So $30 plus 5%. So I do times 95. You don't have to do it that way if you don't want to, but that's how I do it. Times
There it is.
0.95,
Mm.
right? Paying 95% of the price. Yep. Enter. And then times 0.8. Enter. And then times you could do 0.92 for like 8% for like a discounted gift card. So we're left with a price of $20.97. So now let's see, is that any good? Not really. Not really. I don't like that.
Yeah. Neither do I. I mean, yeah. Based off of like what we just spoke about. Okay. So Spreen should now call it quits on this one at least.
I mean, yeah,
Or
you could definitely dive deeper into that brand if you wanted to. Is anyone else kind of seeing like how you should source your leads? Like all of you in here have probably found profitable products before, but you've never dived deeper into the brand or you've never dived deeper into the website you've bought those products from. All of you are falling victim to that. We need to make sure we're taking more advantage of what we've already found.
My fault.
You're okay, Ash. Actually, Ash, you do a good job, bro. You do a good job at doing it. You're the light bulb guy.
Okay.
If you want, we could actually go to a different product now if you want. We could bookmark this for later. Let's try to find another brand.
no problem. Same storefront.
Yeah, let's do it. We found some products on there, so
Oh yeah, that's when I was taking a look at this one. Even though it's kind of 1390. It's kind of low.
the thing that eats you up with this is like if you use a prep center, you have to pay a bundle fee because it's a pack of 3, unless it comes as a pack of 3 from your supplier. But yeah, when you use a prep center for some of this, like you have to find it for dirt cheap, right? You're gonna have to find this for $2 pretty much.
Yeah.
And then even if you do find it for $2, let's say we do find this. If you go up real quick, screen, let's say you find this for $3. Yeah, you're making, what is that, $3 profit? Yeah, that's not bad. This one wouldn't be a bad example. But sometimes like with these really cheap items, you'll be making like $1, $2 profit, and it's just not even worth it.
Zero to 6 months. Don't think that's the same product.
I think it is, actually. It might be.
Because here it says it's for 0 to 6 months. I think this product
Oh,
is 6 to 18 months.
oh, you're right.
Yeah. Let's see.
That Walmart one. Yeah, that Walmart one you had was 0 to 6, but it's just different colors. That one.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, but it's different colors.
Yeah, but either way, right? Like you just have to get a big discount for something like that. It's like, are you gonna get 40 or 20? Like 20 to or 30 to 40%, I think is what you would need off of this realistically, right? Because let's say you get 50% off, that'll put you at $3. So you need like 30, 40% off for that, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's just not realistic. So you kind of have to just, I would move on.
I saw this brand in the product leads, but it looks like it's tanking.
Yeah, that one's definitely tanking.
This looks stable, but $5 is 11. I'm not going to click into that.
Good, good, good.
Also not going to.
Just so everyone knows too, like we're not clicking on this one and this one because the max costs are too low, right? $1 and $1. So even like it's just, it's just too low. This one, by the way, has potential. Like a $28 max cost seems good, but there's a lot of data missing here on this Keepa. So I'm curious to see if you open that one, I'm curious to see what the Keepa looks like. No reviews. Okay, so this listing's probably just very new. And that's probably why there was a lot of data missing. All right, so yeah.
39 days.
So really quick before you play too much, this right here is sometimes what I see new people see, right? And I made this mistake too, but new people come into Amazon, they get Keepa, they're like, okay, let me scroll down to the Keepa chart, let me see what we got, and they see, oh wow, it's selling for $70, price has been consistent, right? Because let's just assume for a second, I can't zoom in obviously, but let's just assume for a second, this is all you see. You see this date right here to this date. So you don't see all of this happen, right? You only see from here to here. So normally you would look at this and be like, wow, it's selling for $70. The price actually looks kind of straight. It looks super profitable. You see all these good green flags and you might buy this product, but you didn't look at the, age of the product. You don't really know how well the product's actually selling because the offer counts only increased, right? So we don't even see if people are actually getting sales in this window. And so, yeah, those are just some beginner mistakes I see happen. You look at a price that you think, it could sell at, but in all reality, it won't sell at that price and the price is way too high.
I don't know if I want to get in on it though. Yeah,
What?
it's increasing. It's increasing, plus it's also not really
Yeah, I probably wouldn't look further.
yeah. Spam.
Wow, this guy only had that one product really. Like all these other ones are so cheap.
Yeah, not really working out.
What the heck is that? 40 licks? The heck is that?
Looks like some vinyls. Pacifiers again. Here's another beauty product.
Yeah, that was the one that's tanking. Remember, 100 offers on there. I actually don't know if it's like tanking, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Oh wait, let's actually quickly check that out. Let's quickly check that out because Sephora is running a massive sale, so there is a good chance we could probably make this profitable, even though the offer count's going up like crazy. Let's scroll down. Yeah, if any of you guys are looking at beauty right now, beauty on Sephora is probably like going crazy. So you could definitely find a ton of products, right? Let's do a quick search for this. The offer count is tanking. The price is going down, but that's okay because you won't be able to get it for this price again. Let's see if this is on Sephora. I think it's a 3-pack, right? Is there 3 of them?
Yeah, this is a 2-pack. Um,
I hope this is on Sephora.
Sheer, Rare Beauty.
Just
Yep,
search
these are in there.
search that. Just search that on Sephora. Yeah.
Oh, it's limited edition. Fun. Maybe not.
Dang. How much is it on Rare Beauty?
Do you want this one?
No, it's right there. See the URL? Yep. I think it's that one. Oh. 20% off. Oh, comfy hoodie. 10% off first order. Oh wait, what's that?
Looks like it,
Holy smokes.
but it says out of stock.
Oh, it might come back in stock though. Is that the same thing? If you go back to Amazon?
Looks like it.
I'm not gonna lie, that product might be an absolute banger. And I'm gonna explain why. Because available in-store only. Oh man. Okay. That's all right. This would be good though, I think. So we just have to so it's available in-store only. So is every store just out of stock? So what happens if you hit check other stores? Or wait, actually, no, don't put in your location. That way we don't, they'll leak your address on everybody. This might be a good product to look into because if we get that 20% off, I don't think we can auto ship this because we would be buying it in store. If we can get 24.50, all right, plus 20% off, plus an 8% discounted gift card, right? So we'll do times 0.92. 1803. Okay, so if we go back to Amazon real quick, it's not good right now, right? We can enter it in. It's not good right now. But if we come down to the Keepa real quick, I mean, look at what it was previously selling for, right? It was pretty much always selling super high. 32, 32. So if we do 32, right, let's just quickly check. What would 32 be? Is 32 really good? It's nothing crazy, crazy. But I mean, if you sold 200 units of this, it would definitely sell really fast. Like, you just have to wait for that listing to recover a little bit. But you guys see my logic on that? You kind of see what I'm saying, Sabrine?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my thought is just whether or not I could get it shipped to my prep center. Otherwise, I probably have to go in store and
Oh no, they don't
pick
do
it up.
shipping. I don't think it's any shipping for it.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'd have to like go and get it pretty much.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a good one.
Could see as well, like we didn't really even look, but we could have looked how much it was on Rare Beauty because it's actually possible it could have been cheaper. But that's how you do it right there. I mean, you just found what, like 4 or 5 products in 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Have you ever found that many products before?
in one sitting in 45 minutes? No.
No. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just you over my shoulder, honestly.
The Eric touch, man. But there you go. That's solid.
Indeed, indeed.
I think you did great.
Feel great. Now I have
Yeah, you
some
make sure
other.
you export those leads. Like make sure you like keep them.
I'll be able to backtrack. Now it just seems like I'm seeing the same stuff over
Yeah, yeah.
again.
What the heck? That storefront. Wait, what is that storefront? Oh yeah, no, it is the same storefront. That's why. Go back to you. I think you have it open on your other window. The product.
Oh, you mean the Lakeshore product?
Yeah, but it's fine. You pulled it up already.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to try another store?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm also okay to sub in if anyone wants to take the reins.
No, I think you're probably going to be the last one,
First and last, okay.
but it's okay.
Uh,
We'll have someone next Friday, hopefully. Anyone want to do this next Friday? Has anyone in here gotten over their fear of being judged?
doesn't feel that bad. I was pretty nervous.
Now it's like now it's easy, right? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You've gone through it, found more stuff now. Rex, you're gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
Antonio's down as well. Okay, cool, Bree. Bree, you're already a pro, to be honest. I don't even think I can make you better.
You need
Or-
some more help to get to 20K.
Right, right. Extra support, she could learn something new. It's always something new to learn, maybe.
That's why I tune in.
I'm gonna take every leg up on Anthony I can get.
Hey, I think Marcus is gonna come in and smoke both you guys. That's what I'm hearing today.
Could
Bree, you weren't
happen.
here earlier, but Marcus is actually going crazy. He hasn't shared his sales yet, but he's at 7,400 in about
Nice.
8 weeks too.
Oh, coming in hot.
Yeah. So we'll see what he does. Let's do it, Louis. What does it mean when there's spaces in the pink line? Aileen, it just means that the buy box was suppressed. The pink line is basically the buy box line. So if it ever disappears, it's because the buy box was suppressed for a little bit.
I'm only highlighting this to show like it being consistent and not being suppressed. But just wanted a closer look at this buy box. Seems okay for the past month, but there's a rise in the offer count.
Let me go grab a water.
Just interested to see if I can find it for a low price.
That site has it for 483, but I would bet it's probably not the same size.
What was my size again?
Or 60 milliliter.
Right.
What's the style Korean one? Oh, is that also the small one? The one beside you? Oh, that one's 1090. That one might be a chance you can get a coupon that gets it down enough. This site looks a little whack, I'm not gonna lie. But these Korean beauty sites do be looking like this, so 100% authentic product guarantee. Hover over that question mark. I wonder what that says. All of the style products are 100% quality goods and sourced directly from the official brands. Interesting. They really put that out there. Okay. Anniversary gift coupon, extra 10, 20, 30%. I would I don't know, this site definitely a little sketchy. Does it say
Put down
wait,
hold.
black? What's Haunted Family mean? What does that even mean?
Honestly, I have no idea. Oh, okay. Haunted family. Business customers. Probably other stores is what I'm getting. Well,
Yeah, I don't know what that site is, to be honest. Like, you probably want to like really definitely double check into it before you buy from a site like this. Like they got the timer, the time deal, the 50% off, all that stuff. A little sketchy. Yeah, this product looks a little like, I mean, I don't know. 1123 with code, but you need this 50, like you almost need this 50% off. All right, Sabrine, so this one just like,
yeah, for the prices
yeah.
that I'm seeing. This chart just
Too cheap. Yeah, this storefront's not amazing. Well, if you made it to the end of that sourcing session, that is great because it shows how dedicated you are to getting better at sourcing. I hope you got a ton of value of seeing how I'm looking at products and how I'm trying to help my students be able to get better at sourcing. If you want to be able to be one of these students, actually work with me one-on-one, have one-on-one coaching sessions with me, as well as have access to these group sessions so you can come in here, ask questions, and see all of the sessions we've done, not just this one that I decided to publicly share. You can go ahead and apply it below this video to work with me directly. See you guys later.